G'day folks, and today we are talking about this American Beast number 209. Hey folks, how you doing? So, as I've just said, today's gin, we're talking about number 209 from the good old US of A. And I'll just quickly tell you why is it called Gin 209. It's simply because it's the 209th distillery to be registered in the US. So that's where it's got its name from. If you don't know much about me, my name is Steve the Barman. I've been a bartender now for 22 years. I'm 40 later this year, so just under 22 years, but you know, you always round up. So been a bartender for 22 years. I've always been into my rums, my flavoured vodkas, but my palate's been changing over the last few years and I'm steadily getting to gins. As you can see, that's my collection up there. Always been a big rum fan, but now I'm also getting into whiskies as well. So whiskies and gin. But one thing that really hit me earlier this year, 2017, the gin craze was going, it was just exploded. I did a live video on Facebook back in February and it had something like 11,000 views. I mean proper views, not the 3-second malarkeys, 11,000 proper views. After people had shared it and all that. So I realised there was something in it. Hence the playlist on my YouTube channel, STB Live Does Gin. And what we're going to do, we're going to just go through all these gins at various points over the next year or so, review them, tell you how to make them as a gin and tonic, what garnish to use, what tonic to use. And that's my mission, to bring gin to you. So let's get into it. Gin 209. So just said, 209th distillery in the US, actually gets distilled in San Francisco on Pier 50, big famous, I've never been there, but famous pier, Pier 50, and basically they reckon that it's perfect distilling conditions around there with the water. It just helps the cooling and maintain a constant temperature while they're doing this. The gin itself was launched in 2005 and I was quite lucky. One of the suppliers I was using at the time, good old Bobendum, were the UK distributors, importers for 209 when it first came over here. So I tried this gin out 12 years ago, listed it for a while. Really phenomenal gin. It's a classic gin as well. It's not gone the routes of the crazy and weird and like the couple of reviewed Brockmans. What else have I reviewed? Where are we going? Monkey 47, elephant gin. All those kind of weird and fruity. This is a very classic gin. The actual gin takes 11 hours to distill. And that doesn't include the maceration time from all the botanicals. And it's distilled 5 times as well. Can you see it there? Let's hold it up there. Gin 5D, that's what that means. It's been distilled 5 times. And they produce it to a meaty 46% ABV. 46%. That's a bit stronger than your Gordon's gin. Now let's get into the botanicals. They're very, very secretive about their botanicals. There are between 8 and 11 botanicals that they use in this gin. And they don't really want us to know what goes in there. But there's a few people that have worked out, and I think they've kind of released a few of the botanicals in there. And it will come to no surprise to you, the ones they have released. There's obviously juniper in there. So we've got a bit of juniper, we've got orange and lemon, we've got cassia bark, cardamom, Angelica roots and coriander. That's all they're telling us. So they're telling us about 7 or 8. There's another between 2 and 3 other botanicals that they use in there. To say very secretive. But as I say, it's a very classic traditional gin. So when you go to smell the gin on the nose, just have a little whiff. As I say, you're going to get your juniper. You're going to get your citrus coming through. But you've also got a bit of floral going on, a bit of spice. So obviously your coriander and your Angelica. So yeah, very traditional gin there. On the taste, well, when you want to drink it neat, it's obviously the citrus notes are coming through. Very warm, peppery finish to it. But this gin makes a phenomenal martini. Okay, gin martini. I would actually go as far as to say that this is probably one of the best gins that I've tried as a gin martini. Okay, I don't think there's, if you like it classic with no fruit in it or anything like that, any fruit botanicals, this classic gin, I think I've tried gin martinis with Sipsmith, Plymouth, all those kind of things. I think 209 actually smashes them out of the water as a martini. So if you like your martinis, try this as that. But obviously you want to know about it as a gin and tonic. Now, as it's a floral, as it's a traditional gin, there's only one way to really go with that. Fever Tree Tonic. You could use Franklin's and Sons, but I think Fever Tree. Keep it classic with this. This is a classic gin and tonic. So good old Fever Tree. And that's the gin and tonic I've created there. 2 whopping great big slices of pink grapefruit. I think that is the perfect gin and tonic for this. Pink grapefruit really kind of complements those citrus notes and a bit of peppery taste coming through there. So that's today's gin and tonic. We've got 209, spin it around. There we go, we've got 209. We've got the gin and tonic with Fever Tree Tonic and grapefruit juice. Grapefruit peel, grapefruit slice. If you want to buy this gin, you can get it on Amazon Prime. I've got links in my show notes below, but it's about £30 to £32 on there on Amazon Prime, and it's a 70cl bottle, so it's really good value for money. So that's today's gin, 209. Go and check it out. Fever Tree Tonic, grapefruit. If you're loving this gin review and want to see more of them, please subscribe to my channel. Down there there'll be a little pop-up that you can click to subscribe to my channel. Up there is my gin playlist, and right up there that's my website. You can hire me to come and bartend at one of your events, or you can just go over there and have a read of my blogs. I've got other blogs going on. So that's me. I've been Steve the Barman. I will catch you next time.